Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. I am an energy alchemist, sound bowl practitioner, and an intuitive. Welcome back. It's been a couple of days. Life's been happening, so that's a good thing. I did my retail thing, being at the Wild Birds. It's a seed store. It's a food store for birds. So I was doing my retail thing, getting my retail fix, and then just doing the whole garden thing, getting my little garden all set. In anticipation of a few days of rain, which who knows if that's really going to happen. And for any of you who may not be from here in the local area of Kansas City area, the tornadoes and all those storms have been nowhere close to where I reside. Thankfully, where I live seems to be a pretty safe belt in terms of it's not Tornado Alley. We're in the suburbs generally, and I say that very cautiously because who knows what's going to happen. Generally, we're pretty safe here. Yes, we will get damaging winds and hail, but it is May. It's springtime in the Midwest. So yes, we're always going to get the spring storms, the thunderstorms. However, I admit it is concerning because the system is broken, and now, unfortunately, perhaps not adequate warnings for some of the rural areas. Didn't get perhaps. I don't know, I may be speaking out of turn, but it is what it is. We all just need to take care of each other and be there as support and love. And another encouragement to really tune in to Earth. Go out and talk to the trees, talk to the birdies. I know you may be going, what are you talking about? I'm serious, because if you will, and I by no means am an expert in this or anything for that matter, but nature will speak to us. Become familiar with the patterns of the birds and of the animals and of the trees, the way they are blowing, what they are rustling when they are speaking to you. But they will give us indications. At least I know here in the Midwest, and it's whatever, worldwide actually, they will give us indications if we learn how to tune in to the instincts of when nature is getting ready to create something disruptive, potentially disruptive. We've got to learn it. It's coming all back to tuning back into our intuition and into our sovereignty and into our divine connection, which means that connection to the earth, so that we can receive the messages to protect ourselves, to protect our loved ones, our animals, our everything around us. Just probably for a while, maybe not being able to rely on the systems that we have been used to relying on. So take care of each other. Be weather wise, be intuition wise, so that and this isn't about generating fear or anything like that. This is just about being present and in the moment and taking care of ourselves and tuning in, because again, we are likely only at the beginning of a very interesting time, a challenging time, where we're going to need all of our internal resources. and our strength in being ourselves in order to not get sucked into the chaos, the chaotic storm, the storm of chaos that is all around us. We have to come back in to center and to truly connect with the earth, with the cosmos, to tune into our intuition and to our divine wisdom, to tune into our celestial beings all around us. We have the support. And please know that the path we are on right now, the course that we are following, it takes a great deal of courage. And bravo to you, bravo to me, to all of us on this path. That it's almost like blindly, because everything is new. There is nothing that we really can predict anymore. We are in uncharted territory, and it takes a great deal of courage to have that much faith, to walk in faith and trust. It takes a tremendous amount. So please give yourself big hugs and just give great thanks, gratitude to your courage, to yourself, to your ability to continue to walk in faith when all around is falling apart or is in chaos, is in drama, whatever. But keep moving forward and keep having that faith. Please do not lose hope. Do not lose the faith. What is it I heard? And it's very true. Just because it's not, something isn't active, doesn't mean something is not being activated. Conversely, because something is all active and woo, 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 does not necessarily mean activation is taking place. You know, that's where the discernment, and that's where the knowing ourselves and being in our heart, the balancing, the bringing together of the heart and mind, to bringing it together into this high heart, that is where we will need to be residing so that we can tune into each other. It's that whole telepathy, psychic, whatever you want to call it, but so that we can tune in to what is all around us and to make what we call the spidey sense. Pay attention to your spidey sense, because there's a lot going on. Tune in, not out of fear, but out of wisdom, out of heart. Tune in to what is going on around you so that you know what action to take. Okay? And continue to have the faith. That's really all I can think of. I have really no wise words, and as you know, I come on here without anything pre-planned. I just get the nudge that it's time to do a video, so I show up and I ask my divine spirit team to say, please guide, and be with us. But always know that you are the one who has the ultimate connection for yourself. You are the one to discern what resonates with you, what is true for you. Don't buy into anything anyone else is saying if it does not ring true and honest inside yourself. Because, well, just because. There's just a lot going on. And ascension, which again, the more I tune in, the quieter I become, the more for me is a realization of the ascension process is not an external one. It is an internal process. And the 5D consciousness, set 60, 70, whatever, is not an external. it is internal. And as we all tune in and raising our consciousness, raising our frequency, then we will be able to manifest a higher world, a higher new world. We're not there yet. We're in the formulating, which is why, again, acknowledge yourself for the courage. It really takes a great deal of courage and curiosity and neutrality, compassionate detachment, to be on this path that we're on. It's not the path of duality that we have been experiencing in the 3D world, the old world, which is still playing out in the duality, the us versus them, the chaos, the war, the fear, the separation. That's that 3D reality, which you may have been experiencing yourself detaching from. And if you have that's wonderful. If you have, that's fine too. But it's just know that as we are ascending within, tapping into the wellspring of knowledge and wisdom and divinity that we have within ourselves, the great I am, that you may experience detachment. You may be able to just kind of go, interesting. I know I've been experiencing that a lot. Things that have riled me up in the past just haven't, unless I get too into the muck and mire and I feel my energy sink into that world, and I have to clear myself out, whatever tools necessary. But you may be feeling a little bit more disconnected, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Coming from a place of neutrality and compassionate detachment allows you to raise above and see from a different perspective. You may be experiencing that. I know I have still been experiencing a great deal of that dizziness. It just comes on me, and I have to, do everything I can to get grounded, and then not go into a fear, but then a recognition, at least for me, that it's like, oh, okay, I think I'm getting some information here. I need to be still. I need to come into quiet and maybe close my eyes. And generally speaking, right now, that it has stopped swirling when I've been able to close my eyes. I'm still piecing it all together, and then just hold with myself and be at peace. And fluids, lots and lots of fluids. Got to stay hydrated, and connecting to the earth and connecting with my spirit team to just help me ride it through. Again, I don't know if any of you are experiencing that or not. If it is something that concerns you, of course, seek medical advice. I'm still riding it out, and I'm still experiencing, like even right now, I'm looking into, I have a light, the ring light around my camera there to whatever for video. I'm experiencing a little bit of, because it's a brighter light, it's like a little bit of the dizziness, and then feeling the headaches. These, again, from my understanding, are part of the process of us shifting our energies, of cleansing out, of activating. If that resonates with you, great. Again, it is not a replacement for medical advice. It is just simply something that I have become aware of, that my equilibrium, that my balance, the grounding, and how incredibly important it is to take the time to be quiet. To even, putting a mask over the eyes, something, but just to be in the comfort of the quiet, of enveloping yourself with that, to recharge And then we can go back out into the world. I know I was only out in, with the retail world for like 6 hours, but I was extremely active, physically, and I have been very physically active, but it was just enough to go, to kind of tweak my energy a bit so that recovery time. And those of you who are out in the public and people-y, out with people all the time, please make sure you take time to breathe and to find this stillness. And I'm always saying, please, I release any energies and emotions that are not mine and that are not for my highest good. To continue to release the energies that are not yours so that you're operating on your own energy, and take time to recharge. Okay? Nothing new. I've probably said it in the past 10 videos I've done. But I think it's a survival skill that we need. Very much a survival skill during this time. But most importantly, I really get that we're rock stars. We really are. The words cosmic rock stars came in for having the courage to be here during this time of great tumultuous change and continuing to hold the hope, to hold space for a better world, for a newer, uplifted, unified world. We're holding it. We're the bridge. We are the bridge between the 3D and the new. And it takes a great amount of courage, fortitude, strength, and clarity. So give yourself a break. Cut yourself some slack. If you've been judging yourself for anything, if you've been judging yourself for, I just feel like I haven't accomplished anything, or whatever judgments, forgive. Bring in that forgiveness. Cut yourself some slack. This is not easy. This path that we are on is not easy. Yet it is up to us to bring the grace and the ease and the joy and the laughter and the curiosity and the wonder, to allow it to be a little easier so that we don't get stuck out there in the discord, disharmony, but we can come back in. So bravo to all of us. We're doing it. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and see if there's an oracle card that is calling to us, a message again for the highest and greatest good of all concerned, asking for the assistance from my wonderful divine spirit team. And as always, it's for entertainment, spiritual purposes. And if you are liking this video, please press the little like button and subscribe and share and watch some of the other videos, because each one is different, and yet also very much always coming back to the root of be grounded, stay calm, because that is the most important thing. As the chaos is around us, we are the eye of the storm. The I as in I, and I as in I, higher self, the great I am. Cool. Let's see who has any words of wisdom and guidance for us this week. Okay, you spoke really loud. I looked over and this one had like a little spark of me. Choose me. Beloved Kyle Gray and the Divine Masters. Let us see the guidance what guidance there is for us today for our highest good. Please remember to take care of yourself. It's the beginning of the work week for many of us. Nurture yourself. Take time out. Don't get too sucked into the outer drama. And, there's just going to be, remember, it's the great last stand of the negativity. And, but know that we are always guided. Let's see. No, I'm sorry, you guys, that was too many. Can we have just one or two for guidance? Okay. But, yeah. Just nurture yourself. Self-care is so important. That nice, deep belly breath. And have you been having interesting dreams? I know I have some really interesting dreams, and I believe some integration of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, because I like that I was reading that divine masculine is the guardian. Isn't that a lovely way? It's a guardian energy versus the old view of the masculine of being aggressive. It's assertive guardian and protector of truth. And then we have the divine feminine of intuition and creation and unification. What a divine pairing. Oh, well, this is quite lovely. Jesus, acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. Yeah. Let go of any religious thing. Please let go of any religion as you view this. Because Jesus was an ascended master who taught us love and to be of service, of compassion, walked a human path so that we could understand what it was like being a human, but showed us that we all have the capacity to be a healer, to be a unifier, to speak love, to speak truth, to speak great truth, even when it's not popular, even when it goes against. And remember the word. What keeps also coming in is particularly with what perhaps may be coming in terms of earth experiences, weather-wise, earth eruptions. So there will be tremendous opportunities to serve, to be of service to each other, of great compassion, and never to give in to fear. To always come back to that place of calm and love. Great ascended master, the embodiment of the Christ consciousness. Let's see what Kyle has to say. Jesus of Nazareth is a bringer of truth and light. He is a guiding presence for the entire universe. Interesting. And and a living, dying spiritual demonstration that forgiveness is possible and that a life of service will ultimately bring sustenance. When Jesus walked the earth, he was persecuted for his beliefs and bravery, yet he still loved everyone, for he saw the world through the eyes of the divine. Jesus is everywhere at once. He is with you right now. Like the angels, he awaits your call, and with the help of the angels, he can restore you to your natural light-filled self. When you call on him, he will bring light to your mind. His presence removes the blindfolds that prevents you from seeing all the blockages that stand between you and your growth. Jesus may be a spiritual teacher, but he loves to be seen as a friend and a brother. He comes to us as an equal and doesn't want us to idolize him, but to see that what he has, we have too. The message is, you are being invited to tune into the energy of service. Service is showing up with a generous heart and sharing your gifts. Share your gifts in a way that can help the expansion of the world. It's important not to confuse the energy of service with charity, for these are very two different kinds of energies. And when you serve, it is okay for your gifts, talents, and service to be honored in an energetic exchange. Today, the light of heaven is encouraging you to recognize that you deserve to be honored for the talents you share. Jesus is here to help you move beyond any old ideas that you have to give until you are empty. You aren't here to live empty or half full. The divine plan is for you to enjoy fulfillment and abundance. Instead of asking the universe or God to use you, ask to be guided to serve in a way that also serves you. When you are full and overflowing, you have more energy and resources to share with others. Oh my goodness, that is so true. To be of service does not mean strictly charity. It means an energy exchange. Because if our vessel is empty, we have nothing to give. We must be full. And abundance takes many forms. It's not only monetary. It is, as said here, an energy exchange. But it is also being of service to yourself, doing that which fills. And when we are filled, then we may serve. Then we can give of the overflow. And I know I've had to do this personal sharing. I've had to do a lot of healing with my relationship with Jesus. I still even have a little bit of trouble saying Jesus because of religious connotations that I was programmed with, that created separation and anxiety and anger and whatever inside of me. I am healing still to be able to embrace and to see and experience Jesus as an ascended master, one who really truly walked the earth and taught love and compassion, and yet was extremely human. So I'm still in the process of healing that, of healing the religious scars that I've held to allow, to release that, to fully embrace all the ascended masters. And this one is just another one that is so divine and so precious, filled with love and light. I don't know if any of you have experienced religious wounds, but now is the time that we can be healing those as well. Spiritual, yeah. I that's what I always see the difference between the spirituality versus a religion, where the religions had all these shoulds and guilt, and not not being able to speak truth, and religions that say that you must have an emissary that goes between you and God because you are worthy, you are not worthy, or you are filled with sin and we're sinners. That's the religion I'm talking about. It just grates on me. So, which is why I have turned to a life of spirituality and healing. So embrace the spirituality. If you are participating in a religion that works for you, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I am simply stating what has been my process and what has worked, or what is working for me as I heal, because I'm still in the process of healing that. I can say Yeshua because that doesn't have an energetic charge for me. It's fascinating. For me it is. Anyway, let's see if there's any other message, or if I've gone long enough. I think I've probably gone way too long. But let's see if there's one more that just wants to pop out. Yes. But of course, it's Lady Porsche, overcoming limitations, karmic release, and let go of the need to be right. Overcome, release any of those limiting beliefs that we have placed upon ourselves, or have been placed upon us by outside institutions, by the society. It's time to release them. Release those beliefs, those limitations into the light. And above all, let's let go of our need to be right, because it's that need to be right that keeps us separate, that keeps us closed, that doesn't allow us to expand with curiosity and to learn greater wisdom, to let go of the need to be right, because that's just a separation process. That's an ego thing. And as we delve more into our heart, there's no place for that separation. It's about, oh, okay, that is your truth, that is your belief. Right on. This is my belief. This is this. We will walk our paths, because your path isn't the same path as mine. It's not right or wrong. It just is what it is. Let's see if Lady. Oh, okay, she must be under Porsche. Yes, here she is. Lady Porsche's name means doorway, and she's the spiritual embodiment of justice. She's the twin flame of Saint Germain and one of the keepers of the violet flame, a divine energy that can be invoked to aid transformation. She's working closely with light workers to help them overcome low vibrational energy and to bust through any blockages that are stopping them from doing their great work. You're being guided to let go of the need to be right or to prove your point. If you are in a heavy emotional or challenging situation right now, there's a good chance that your ego is encouraging you to make decisions that are working against your growth rather than supporting you and being the light that you are born to be. If you are falling into old limitations or old ways of being, then the only person who's going to be stuck is you. The universe wants you to be free. It may be hard to hear, but it is time to right your own wrongs in order to be energetically clear. You have the opportunity to make up for past injustices. To do this, you just have to be honest, see the parts of yourself that you've avoided in the past, and this will enable you to be supported, guided, and abundant in the future. I like that, a doorway. What amazingly powerful guides we have with us. The Jesus and Lady Porsche of walking the path of light and truth and allowing the transformation and the righting of injustices and letting go of the ego. Being of service without ego. Being of service for the joy and the fulfillment it brings. And yes, to be compensated energetically for sharing your gifts. Transform any limiting beliefs that say that you're not worthy, for you are. We are worthy. We are beautiful beings. And we have some very, very powerful, loving, benevolent guidance all around us. When we open our heart and be still enough in that quiet place to listen. That brings me to a real place of stillness and it's like I can feel the love. I feel it, the energy flowing through is love and peace and a gratitude so deep, knowing that we're not in this by ourselves. We are not alone. You are not alone. We have great spiritual beings around us at all times, whether we're aware of them or not. So, beloveds, please be at peace. Stand tall. Be true to you. Fill your heart with love, gratitude, joy, laughter. Be quiet when you need to. Nurture yourself. But know we're all in this together. Even though we are walking individual paths, and we can only walk our own individual path. We cannot walk someone else's path for them. It's an individual job, and it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of reward for the light that we are bringing to the world. We're making a difference. All right, my dears. I'm going to cut this off now because this is probably a long video and but I will check in with you again, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I will be teaching tomorrow, so that'll be lovely. But I'll definitely on Wednesday if I don't tomorrow. Again, take care of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. And always, if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, great. Just let go of what doesn't work. Because this is your choice. This is your life. Much love and gratitude, my dear friends and fellow light workers. Peace. Namaste.